What's going on, guys? Nick Sanchez here, and we are back at it again with another quick review. So today we got a 2022 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend. Let me go ahead and read off some of the specs here for you. It's going to come with a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. It's going to pump about 181 horsepower with a torque of 190, a towing capacity of 2,000 pounds. MPGs are going to be 25 city, 28 highway, and 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds. Now I have this one in this bronze spoke with a black interior. But before they're getting further into the review, shout out to Roger Beasley Mazda, located here in Austin, Texas, for giving me a chance to use the vehicle. If you are on the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, they got 3 convenient locations here for you. You can also check out their inventory at rogerbeasleymazda.com, and I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description down below. Now with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the review. So let's go ahead and start with the review. We got the white Bronco Sport lettering on this bronze spoke color. Let's go ahead and pan around to the side. Now you are going to have the 17-inch carbonized gray wheels with the Big Bend edition. Of course, you got the roof rack up on top, and this does have the combination key right here in the pillar. Can't really see it too well because it's blacked out at the moment. Let's go ahead and pan around. Now, the one thing I do really like about the Bronco is the grille. Of course, this has the gray grille with white lettering as well, but specifically the lighting system. I do like those rings. It just looks very sleek, very elegant for the vehicle. Of course, this one will have the fog lights. Let's go ahead and pan around to the other side. Now, this is the Big Bend, so let's go ahead and show you the badging right there. Big Bend badging. And overall, very clean vehicle. Somewhat of a controversy. Some people like it, some people hate it. Share your thoughts down below. But here's the Bronco Sport. All right, so before we check out the trunk space, here's the key fob, lock, unlock, the double for the lift gate there to unlock it, the panic button, and on the back you have Bronco. So this does have the glass that will, with this handle right here, open up to have quick access to the rear right there. And the door is right here. And here we go. Here's the trunk space. You do have this rubber, textured rubber right here in the back, as well as in the back seat. So when you do fold down the seats forward, which is a 60-40 split, you'll have a rugged surface to put on your cargo, so you don't have to worry about messing anything up. And on the sides, we have some hooks here for cargo. You got your charging port, little light with the Bronco logo, and of course some additional tabs to secure some additional gear. Now this one will have some floodlights, so you hit that, and you have floodlights up above that you can kind of angle on both sides. So I thought that was kind of neat. And let's go ahead and check out the spare tire, which is right underneath. Small donut. All right, so let's check out the rear passenger seats. Opening the door up, you do have the black with this off-color gray and silver breaking up the colorway right there. Got some hard plastic material. Now these seats are easy to clean cloth seats, so even though they're cloth, they're kind of textured in a way that you can tell that it should be relatively stain resistant. And of course, in back of the seats, you got the Molly system setup. This brings me back to my Army days with my flak jacket. If you know, you know. And then for the rear map pockets, it's kind of interesting. They got this zipper right here, so you can have some additional security. I'm guessing, you don't want your stuff flying out of the rear seat. It doesn't go down too deep, though, just where that line is. So that's the only thing with that. You do have your rear AC vents with some additional charging ports. And up top, you do have your handles, your pilot lights. And let's check out the center. You got your cup holders right here. And then, of course, here's a shot of the front seat, center console, and infotainment center. And before we get into the driver's side, let's go ahead and lock it up. And I have my key in hand, so if this key is in a bag and you need to access the door, you just tug on it. Second tug, it'll open it right up. And on the side, pretty much same setup. Of course, you have your controllers for your windows, your side mirrors, and your cup holder right there. Here's the seat. You got lumbar support and some Bronco lettering right there. All right, so let's go ahead and take a seat. We are now behind the steering wheel of the Ford Bronco. Okay, let's start it up. We are greeted by some screens. And on the side, we got your lights. Let me open the door up down below. You got your hood latch, and of course your steering wheel with this nice Bronco right there. Your controllers for your audio, your cruise control, and then Bluetooth and access to menus. Okay, so let's check out the gauges. We got your RPM gauge, your speedometer. Down in the center, you got your coolant. To the right of that, your fuel, and below it shows you what gear you're in. And here is the screen. So if you click on the OK button on the steering wheel, it'll give you a couple of different options to go through. And if you click on the menu button on the steering wheel, it'll give you more customization. One more thing related to the screen, down in the center, you do have GOAT modes. So that's pretty much your drive modes. So you just toggle them. And when I'm toggling them, let me zoom in here for you. You'll have your different drive modes. So you got your normal, eco, sport, slippery, and sand. On the left-hand side, you do have your additional toggle for the blinker. You toggle this on the very tip, and it shows your lane keep system. And on the right, you do have your windshield wiper control arm there. Okay, and before checking out the rest of the dash, you do have your leather-wrapped steering wheel, which is a nice touch. And of course, your AC vents, very well integrated into the system. Hard rubber or a hard plastic here, a rubberized material right here as well. And then here's your infotainment center. It is a touch screen. So you got your audio, your phone, your apps and settings. Below that, the control knobs for the volume and tune, your auto ignition off or on, and then additional hard buttons right there. Got your touch start, and here is a little cubby for additional things. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the rear camera. Here it is, and of course that's you with the perimeter alert engaged. Okay, and below that, here are your AC controllers. Now the Big Ben will have the heated seats. We do have the wireless charging pad. We do have additional charging ports right there with a nice little cubby for another phone. Your shifter knob right here, your cup holders, electronic parking brake, brake assist, and then the controller for your drive. So let's go ahead and check out the center storage. Some more charging ports right there, which is nice. And up above, we do have your garage door holder openers, vanity, sunglasses holder, and then here is your rear mirror with the pilot lights up above. Go ahead and check out the glove box. Anything interesting? No, it's a glove box. All right. And here is the engine. 1.5 liter, 3-cylinder, pretty bare bones. Yeah, no frills, nothing really too crazy that I can talk about, but figured I'd give you guys the ability to sneak a peek under here. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the back seat, check out the space. So I have the passenger seat all the way back. I'm an average size guy, and I can tell you there is a ton of headspace. So if you're a taller guy, I'm pretty sure you're going to have plenty of headroom, no concerns. The only thing I do see is with the seat all the way back, I mean, my knees are kind of touching. I did have to adjust the seat forward a little bit. And well, now I have space, but it's going to be a little bit cramped if you're a taller guy. The person in the front may have to scooch up front just a little bit. But overall, I say relatively decent space. Here's another shot of me in the back. As you can tell, I mean, I got a little bit of space. My shins are actually hitting this, though. And then one other thing I did notice is these side little pockets. While I was sitting back here, I kind of overlooked that. But now that I'm back here, it looks like you have some additional little side cargo you can store away there, so that's pretty neat. And before we get on our test drive, here's the lighting setup. Like I said previously, I just like the way the ring light with the side light look. I think it looks very nice. Got your fog lights down below. Let's go ahead and walk around and check out the tail lights here for you. Pretty simple design from Ford as you can expect. Nothing too crazy, but very functional. All right, so let's go ahead and get on the road. First things first, let's accelerate here. And it's taking a bit. Yeah, we're about 55 miles an hour. We've got a little bit of traffic in front of us. So the performance, which I expected, was not going to be stellar. You know, with a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. I did not expect a race car, so for what it was, it seemed pretty decent. I'm not sure about the highway passing people up, but overall, I'm guessing that's what you have to sacrifice for a 1.5 liter engine here. For the handling, seems pretty good. I mean, you got a modern car, so I'm not expecting the worst handling on the road. Now, for somebody who's maybe not used to a crossover or an SUV, the depth perception is a little bit different here. I feel like the front hood is a little large for what it is, so it might throw some people off. But other than that, seems relatively okay to handle. Now, for the exterior, for the bronze smoke, I'm not a big fan of this color. I mean, I do like earth tones, but this color, I'm not a fan of it. I'm pretty sure there's people out there who love this color, and that's completely fine. Me, my personal opinion, not a fan. I do like the 17-inch gray aluminum wheels, though. Those are nice, as well as the floodlights in the back. I do, I'm a fan of fog lights. I prefer cars with fog lights. I know there's a lot of forums out there that kind of bash this car because people are Jeep fans, and then vice versa. I think it's okay. I have no say in this fight. I'm not really a off-road guy to begin with, but I thought the exterior was well done for what it is. Now for the interior, now these seats aren't the most comfortable, but they're decent. I mean, it's practicality over comfort, of course, with the stain-resistant cloth for easier cleanup. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. For the safety features, I do like that it has modern features. You got blind spot, you got lane keep assist, as well as the backup camera. Obviously, of course, having a touchscreen in front of you is nice. And what is this guy doing? Having a touchscreen in front of you is a nice comfort. I know a lot of people prefer that over something that's controlled through the infotainment knob. And yeah, overall, I do think this is a fine vehicle. Now, of course, I'm more of a fan of those ones that are souped up with the off-road tires and have the tops that can come off. Those are nice. Those are fun. But as an entry-level Bronco, I think it's decent. So it's worth checking out. Like I said, this is a 2022. So if you are in the market for a pre-owned one, do your due diligence. Check the Carfax. Making sure you shop around and get the best deal. And that's it for this quick review on the 2022 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more car review videos like this, hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see y'all in the next review.